What's up, everyone? This is Willie Pena, CEO of Teens Wanna Know, and I'm here with my little brother, Pedro Pena. Actually, it's Jovan Armand, who plays Pedro Pena in a brand new film, which is taking the world by storm, Shazam. What's up, dude?
What's up?
It's nice to see you. I've known you and your mom for like 3 or 4 years now.
Good while, yeah.
And I've seen you kind of come up. I think the first time I saw you in something was probably Drowning. Yeah. Which is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube now, and they have their own website, I think, as well. But yeah, that was my first bigger short film that I kind of dived into and was really invested in. It was a pretty good short film in my opinion. And yeah, I think that's where we met.
I think so.
And then I've probably seen you at a couple of other events.
Young Hollywood, this man's at, all the VIP events, But what I wanted to touch on before we go into the movie, and maybe get into some spoilers. Success isn't an overnight thing.
I started off doing a lot of extra work and background work to kind of get a feel of how things are on set and the manners and what to do, what not to do, and how to posture yourself in front of the camera. It went from background to speaking roles, and then got some co-stars here and there, and then I got a couple short films, student films. And I just grinded and worked my way up to where I am now.
How many years would you say it took you?
Well, I've been doing this since I was 8 years old. So my first big break was when I was, I think, 15, which is Bell and the Bulldogs. That was the biggest thing that I had done at the time. Now, bigger stuff. But so that was pretty big at the time. That was my big break. And then from there, I went on to the middle, Hawaii Five-0, a couple other things.
So it sounds like just don't give up.
Don't give up. Keep going. Keep grinding. And whenever you hit a wall, just know that there's something on the other end of the wall. So keep punching.
Well, what got you the acting bug in the first place? Was there some moment that you were like, oh man, I want to do that?
Well, I mean, ever since I was 4 years old, I've really been into the show called Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah.
And that was what I was watching growing up, and I was thinking, hey, I want to be like those kids. They're just on a TV show, living their best life at a hotel room, doing whatever the heck they want, and on TV, and that's what I wanted. And then they transferred into Sweet Life on Deck, and I was like, okay, now I want that, but on a boat.
What would you have done differently? Because you started really at age 4. Because that's when the juice started going.
That's when, yeah.
Right? Then age 8, you're 18, so you're talking about kind of how many years is that? I didn't do too good at math. 14, right? And then professionally about 10.
Mm-hmm.
What would you have done different?
Just more time focusing on the craft and just myself. And there was a couple periods where I did, lack the hunger or the dedication. And if I drove my energy from video games to the acting, maybe it would have hit a little sooner. But
so for those who haven't seen the trailer or read the reviews
or seen the posters everywhere,
or seen all the YouTube videos and the interviews and just a massive publicity machine, tell us what the movie's about and your character.
Well, this movie is very much so an origin story for Shazam. It's based off of the New 52 comic book out of the Justice League series. It's fun, action-packed comedy. It's literally everything you need in a movie. It's a lot of heart. You'll cry and laugh at the same time. I've read so many reviews, and all of them I'm like, that's exactly it. That describes it. And, well, my character, who I play, is Pedro Pena. And he's a very shy, self-conscious kid, doesn't really talk. But some situations happen later on in the film that break him out of his shell a bit. So
a little bit of a glow up, I think, right?
Yeah. Do you want to do a spoiler section? Spoiler. This is the spoiler section.
Spoiler.
I get superpowers. Okay. I turn into a really big, hulky with a beard, and I think that's pretty dope. And my character, which is kind of cool, he's the only one without a hood on his cape. He has a polo style thing, kind of Elvis Presley inspired. So, my guess, cool. He's edgy. He just changes it up. He's like, a hood? Nah, my hair's not gonna get messed up. You know what I'm saying? I need my hair to look good. And there's so many Easter eggs in this movie that if you close your eyes, you're gonna miss out on it. There's an Annabelle doll, I think, that you can kind of see, which is David Sandberg's little nod to obviously Annabelle.
Yeah.
And some people didn't even pick up on that. I'm like, what? People blinked. And then there's like
blink.
there's so many different like Easter eggs, especially because in the Rock of Eternity, there's the floating violin, which is a nod to the comic book as well. And also Mr. Mind, I believe, is his name. He's in a glass case, and then it breaks later on in the film.
Okay.
And then later on, there's a cool after credit scene where it kind of gives a segue of where they can take the story. So that's some cool stuff there. And then another Easter egg that I want to spill is my handbag. It says Strength of Hercules.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's green.
You heard it here first. Actually, no, probably because
This is probably my first spoiler interview, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Because the movie. Let's be full disclosure. It's actually coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow our time.
Our time. I'm releasing this a little bit later, so he's allowed to spill the tea a little bit. So, all right. So you went to the premiere. When was it? Last week or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. You're sitting there with industry people, your family, friends, things like that, and you're watching yourself on the big screen. What was your favorite moment as an audience member? Just purely watching the film. What was your favorite moment of the movie?
Definitely the scene where it's Shazam and Savannah across from each other, like really far away, and he's giving this really like badass. Is that a cuss word? No, whatever. It's like a really cool villain speech type thing. He's just sitting there. He's like, "I will feast on your blood," and then Shazam's like, "What? I can't really hear you. Are you just gonna do like a speech?" And then he's like, "Guys, forget it." And then just gets right into it. But I thought it was funny. It was like a little head nod to all the previous superhero movies where it's like they're so far away and you expect them to hear each other, but it's like in reality they could never.
Yeah, physics and stuff like that. Never mind if they can fly and she looks crazy at each other, but you gotta keep it real. So that was your favorite moment as an audience member. What was your favorite moment filming it?
Favorite moment filming, I would say, just out of the booty trap, I think it was called, strip club. We were running down an alleyway, and then it intertwines to the carnival. But the way we shot it, it was just like an alleyway, and then we moved locations back to the carnival. And then in that alleyway, they took so long for like fixing the cameras and moving it and changing batteries that Zachary Levi just started playing some music, and we were just dancing.
Cool.
So that was probably my favorite time because we were just like dancing and like I was playing with Freddie's weird arms thing. And I was using it as a guitar. It was great.
So it sounds like you guys kind of became a little bit of a family.
Yeah, we definitely did. It was like whatever you saw on screen is pretty much what happened off screen. We were really close.
Cool. Lots
of field trips to the Maple Farm, CN Tower, Ripley's Aquarium, just everything. Escape rooms, you name it. We did it all. And then they even did a private screening for us for Ready Player One.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Zachary Levi pulled through. He was like, "Hey, Warner Brothers." And they were like, "Hello."
Shout out to Zachary. What's he like?
What's Zachary Levi like? He's amazing. He's a big goofball. Very inspirational. He's definitely a good guy to look up to.
What's the funniest blooper moment you can recall from the shoot?
Funniest blooper moment? I'd have to say there was a scene that we were shooting. We weren't really like the main focal point. It was the big one where in the trailer that everyone saw first is where he first transitions into Shazam to save his family. We were getting Zachary Levi's shot there, but they needed us in the back because it wouldn't make sense if we just weren't there for the next shot. And then he came back to us in the suit and was just like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" Lifts up his leg and drops a little toot, and then David Sandberg goes, "And rolling," and he goes right back into it. I'm like, "You're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen?" And I'm like, "Okay, we're all actors here." So we all pretended like it didn't happen.
We're all
it's
professionals. Oh gosh, jeez, it's a literal spoiler.
It was a spoiler of the scene. Yeah.
Of your olfactory. All right, let's talk music.
I fell in love with the craft. It just happened on accident, but like it was a good accident.
Yeah. I've seen you perform. A lot of energy. I was there at the what was that? When your EP got dropped.
Oh, the basic EP.
Yep.
Yeah, that was my 18th. That was a lot of fun. It's my biggest project as far as music.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun.
And what do you have coming up next in that vein?
In terms of music, well, I just dropped Foreign Valentine's Day and the music video as well. That's on my YouTube. You guys can check that out. And then I'm also working with the Baker Boys on a new song for the show on April 24th that I'm doing at the Globe Theater.
All Alright.
So
now we've talked pretty much, all about show business. Now I want to
Yeah.
get just a couple of more like personal things, right?
okay.
So, tell me something people will be surprised to know about you.
Mexican Salvadorian. Whoa.
So in other words, you got really good food at home.
Well, my mom doesn't cook, but I know where to get good food.
Okay.
My grandma used to make pupusas a lot, and she would just hand make those, and that was at the spot. And then my auntie, she's a close second. So.
All right, cool. Yeah, I love pupusas. I'm Cuban, by the way, but I appreciate like all Latin American.
Plátano frito. That's the Cuban thing, right?
Plátano frito con gris, lechon. Let me stop.
He's getting hungry.
Yeah, seriously. Un cafecito, un sándwich cubano, croquetica. All right, anyway. Fill in the blank. My biggest pet peeve is
late texters.
What was that?
Late texters.
Like, yeah.
They take forever.
Annoying.
10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes is okay. But like if you're doing 30 or an hour, you're pushing it. Like I might block you.
Yeah. You're so blocked. If I wasn't in show business, my job would probably be
Rapping.
show business.
Directing.
Show business.
I don't know. I've never really seen myself anywhere else but the show business. But I guess if I really had to choose, I don't know. Maybe working at like Universal or something. That's what my mom did. So
Still show business, but sorry. You gotta.
You know what? Fine, McDonald's. Jeez, like is that show business? Oh, sorry. Ronald McDonald, hit me up.
That's still show business then.
Yeah.
Let's just do a little word association game. You know how those
Okay.
work? I'm gonna say something and you gotta be fast though. You can't like be like,
Okay.
So the first thing that comes to mind, I'll stop looking at my notes.
Okay.
Alright, first word comes to mind. Shazam.
Pedro. It's a little self-centered.
Just a little. Superman.
Cape.
The Flash.
Speed.
Social media.
Instagram.
Girlfriend.
None.
Put you on the spot. Bullies.
Mean.
Popcorn.
Butter. I don't know.
El Salvador. Pupusas.
Pupusas.
No, I mean pupusas. What's the word? What's your association?
Oh, pupusas is the word?
Yeah.
Oh, association? Congri, I don't know. I don't know what else is
That just came. That was funny. Anyway, Hollywood.
People.
Billy Batson.
Shazam.
Pedro Pena.
Shazam. A little Mexican accent in there.
Alright, bro. You've been a lot of fun. Always a pleasure to see you. Shazam is out now. Check out my man Jovan Armand and the rest of the talented cast of this movie. I'm excited to go see it. I'm gonna go watch this weekend. Before we end off, what are you working on next? Like what's next for
Well,
Jovan?
like I said, I'm working on a new song with the Baker Boys, and I got a show coming up April 24th at the Globe.
Are you saying Bacon Boys?
Baker Boys, like Baker.
Like about Baker?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, Baker.
BAKA.
Thank you.
Baker
There.
Boys.
Shout out to the Baker
Not
Boys.
the Baker Boys. Those, they make good pastries. So that's not. The ones I'm talking about make good beats. You know,
Baker
there's a
Boys.
difference.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
Sorry, I interrupted you.
You're good. Globe Theater, April 24th. You guys can check out my website, jovanarmand.com. All the info should be there, as well as my social media. So.
What are your handles? Is it just Jovan Armand or is it your Romano?
My Instagram is Jovan Armand Official. Everything else is just Jovan Armand. Yo, what up, guys? This is Jovan Armand. Make sure to check out my website, jovanarmand.com. And this is Teens Wanna Know.
Check this out right here. Socials and website. Bada beam. Magic. See? Watch.
Shazam. The sparkle fingers.
Sparkles, right?
Yeah, Captain Sparkle fingers.